Hey guys, how are you all today? Great to see you all. We are going to be doing some more Lumiere tonight. I'm sure we are ready to get back to that. It's been a while. I wasn't able to stream it at all over the weekend, but we are going to get back to it tonight and have some fun, right? What'd you thought of it? I loved the Jurpak. I loved it a lot. Neuschwanstein looked absolutely fantastic. Hey Aviator, how you doing? And Mark the Fart, Pirate Lord, Morlick, Jolterno, and Wizard Sir Avery. Great to see you all. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, Jurpak, really love your build. Looks fantastic, man. All right, so we just got into the world here. Let me make sure everything is ship shape before we start. I'm gonna throw you down there, and we're going to go ahead and turn those off. There we go. So, welcome everybody. Great to see you all. But yeah, today we're going to be working on this right here. Trying to build some kind of redoubt or something that will work that. Are you talking about your new Chateau, Jurpak? The one that's the half bridge build? I know, right, Aviator? I do not... I feel kind of self-conscious about it, though. I feel like I could have done a better job, but I mean, for what it is, I don't really have all that time to do any crazy edits. So, I mean, for what it is, I suppose it was an alright video. Yeah, the bridge, Chateau. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but I did see that, and I really liked it. Looks fantastic. Let me go ahead and GM1. Well, we're not on a server, so GM1. There we go. Gotta spell it out. But yeah, so we are going to be building the whatever this is going to be here. You just do it for us with Easter eggs. No, this is going to be a redoubt, and it's going to be kind of like grown over. There's going to be trees and things over top of it and such. But I just really have this idea to do something that looks like something elven. Some old structure that was destroyed from the Elden days. It was more like early, just starting out with YouTube plot reviews. Yes, it was, yes. Hey, Jur Plays, how you doing? Welcome. And VipVap, great to see you. How you doing? You could do a forest with Easter eggs. I'll just close Dark Souls 3 to watch the stream. But yeah, we're going to be doing this right here. So I suppose we should just get right into starting here. Tall trees growing over elven stuff. No, nothing like that. Does your cat happen to be laying on your computer? Because my cat is laying on top of my homework while I'm trying to do some. No, my cat's actually with my wife right now. How about a watchtower? I have something a little bit more interesting than that in the plans. It's not like it's going to be a building. It's not like it's going to be like just like say on Artcraft, you know, the weather top, you know, that kind of thing where it's just like a ruined fortress or a ruined building or something. I don't know. We'll figure out what it's going to be. But what was I doing? Replay viewer. We are on. Yep, of course, single player is on. Good. Let's get right back into the game. Witcher 3 Elven Ruins for inspiration. All right. Well, I will do that then. Let's see here. Witcher 3 Elven Ruins. Remember, we're not going epic here. We're just going for something relatively small and simple. Yeah, we don't want anything as crazy as that. I had a more interesting idea here. But let's first go ahead and get this terrain sorted, because this is going to be drug out to here, to the edge of the plot. We just got to go ahead and do that the whole way along. In fact, what I think I'm going to do here to make this a lot easier on us is just go ahead and grab from down here and go up to here. And we're going to, how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to stack 8. There we go. So that makes that easier. Perfect. Probably spelled it wrong. Hey, Gamer Thrones, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Did you happen to look? Yes, I actually did look up the Biltmore Estate there, Andrew. Very interesting. I never realized. Well, I have seen or like, you know, colonial built or mansions of that nature, like Casa de Loma in Canada. That's actually where I got some inspiration. Like, I didn't even know Casa de Loma existed before I started, or even when I started Lumiere. But after I actually started Lumiere and a little bit through, I started taking inspiration from that mansion. But yeah, I do know what you're saying, and I appreciate you sharing that. I definitely like that quite a bit. It's just interesting that you know, Americans, we try to copy things the best we can. It's not like we see them on a regular basis. We're, unlike Europeans, get the fortunate, the luck of being able to see castles literally while they're driving down the road. But yes, we are going to be doing this right here. But I still haven't fully decided how I want to go about doing this. I suppose we're going to kind of plan it out like we would a regular build. One thing I definitely want in this is there to be cave-ins and things. Like, I want it to look like there's like collapsed roofs that have collapsed down, or maybe like the flooring has collapsed down into the basement, and then maybe we can have some secrets down there. You can make the hill taller. I don't know if that's necessary, to be honest. We haven't finished terraforming, but I don't think it's necessary to actually terraform this. But this will definitely give us a better idea of what we're doing here. And I do want there to be some diagonals in here. So I'm just going to kind of play around with some designs here so that we can get a little idea for what we want to do. Or should I say with what I want to do? I'm kidding. But yeah, just trying to figure out what I want to do here. Like, what could have been here? Like, the Elven Temple was over there. It kind of makes sense that there's some kind of Elven stronghold here, or some kind of stronghold here in general. But like this wouldn't have actually been like a temple type. Maybe it was a manor or some kind of rich elf's home, possibly. That could be an explanation as to what this was at one time. And typically, richer homes would typically be more fortified, as you can see with Chateau de Lumiere up there on the hill there. It is not a castle, it is more of a fortified home. So we can just kind of block out things like this and just get a little idea with what we want to do. Would it be some sort of garden? Yeah, I mean, this is going to be completely ruined. There's going to be trees growing out of the ruins. There's just going to be lots of miscellaneous things going on here. It's not going to be like a full building or anything. There's not going to be a roof anywhere on this. Currently, I am building a ground plan for some ruins here on the plot. I've always wanted to do some kind of like redoubt over here of some type. I hadn't really figured out what I wanted to do with it, but we're still figuring that out. But yeah, there would definitely be some garden over here, probably some kind of like greenery and just miscellaneous things. Like, I can imagine there's probably a knight camped in here. If you guys are familiar with the ruins over on Artocraft, like there's miscellaneous like campsites throughout the ruins. And that's kind of how I envision this, is it will be kind of like that. And I kind of imagine this, like this would all be kind of this level here. And then the wall would have collapsed, say, right here. And there'd be all kinds of gravel kind of flowing down. And so then this all right here, let me just go ahead and grab some shale real quick. This all right here would just be like gravel just kind of like falling down this little break in the wall here. And obviously some grass and things too, but I just like that idea. Lots of kind of. Well, kind of is exactly what's going on here, because it's a word that pretty much says I don't know right now. And that is pretty much the gist as to what's going on here. I have a general, I was going to say generic, but that doesn't really make sense. I have a general idea what I want to do, but I do not have the whole picture in my mind as to how it's going to be done. That has yet to be decided. But typically, when you're going to do ruins, guys, don't just like throw just blocks everywhere. We've kind of already done that in certain areas, but especially when you're doing ruins of buildings, it's good to kind of plan out the building first so that you know exactly what that building would have looked like. And then all you would have to do is just break down the walls and just like make it look like it's been destroyed. Like, just say maybe a catapult or like a trebuchet rock like blew through a wall. Like maybe that's what this is right here. Like maybe there was a trebuchet down the way and it launched a rock and it hit this side of the wall and it caused the whole wall to collapse. That kind of has a like, that's kind of what I'm thinking with that. Like, we'll have other little miscellaneous hints as to a war occurred here, some kind of battle, and yeah, just lots of like just torn down parts. There are supposed to be flying buttresses. No, not necessarily. It doesn't have to be the generic Elven style. We don't have to go that crazy. I mean, we could just go ahead and throw in some like feet like this possibly along the edges, but I mean, I don't think that's really necessary, to be honest. Because again, we're not going for the generic Elven style as you would commonly know Elven to be. Let's see here. I kind of like the idea of there being something of what had been like a stairway up to here or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna toy with that really quick. And then maybe have some kind of like wall here that would have protected the stairs. Only like a 1 block thick wall thing that would go to like there. And then there would be an opening right there maybe. I think that kind of makes sense. And then there could have been like a little gate here possibly. So something like that. I don't know. Just like throwing in some ideas as to what could have been. Hey Damians, how you doing? You can make the place some artist camp to study Elven Ruins as in Renaissance to study antique. That's a good idea too. If it's supposed to be Elven, blah blah blah. Best turning point. Watching one of your streams. Oh, that's awesome, Skyboys. That's fantastic to hear. Really like to hear when people are inspired by what I do, because it's what inspires me, to be completely honest. It's the goal as to what I do here. I don't. It's not worth getting into that, but yeah, I do this for the. It's fun for me, number one, and number two, it's just great to see how people enjoy it as much as they do and get inspired by it. And it all just leads to a very enjoyable outcome. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw in some random things. Obviously there would just be moss everywhere and just kind of messed up things all over the place, just to really make it all green and things. This stuff inspires me to do some live streaming too. Well, I definitely encourage you to do that, gamer. That would be very good. I really enjoy the way that you go ahead, or the way that you talk. It's very calm, it's very soothing, and that definitely is some good live streaming material right there. Video producer, content creator in general material right there. That's what people look for. Soothing voices, apparently. Because I get a lot of people that say, hey, I'm here for the voice, not the build. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, that's great to hear. Well, hopefully you like the build, same, or at least you like the build somewhat. But yeah, it is really chill. It seemed like it. It is a lot of fun. I do enjoy streaming quite a bit. It really does have its perks. So I suppose Elven typically is a style that has Gothic pitch type roofs, so we might go ahead and try that here. Just go ahead and do something like that. Take you out. Honestly, that's more of a Nordic looking thing, so maybe we can do something like that instead. Okay. And then we'll just say that's built off. No, I think we should go ahead and just end this off here. So that way it looks a little bit more enclosed. Now, like I said, guys, this is not going to be what it looks like. I'm going to be tearing down these ends. And also be like, maybe what we'll do is, like, maybe one of these walls has fallen over. And maybe one of these whole things has fallen over. And we'll kind of go from there, but I haven't really decided yet. But there will be, this is all going to be ruined. So before you start hating me in chat for like, dude, God, you're making another castle. What the heck? What are you doing? Just wait. This is just ruins. All right, The Nose, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Great to see ya. But yeah, I think that looks pretty swell. I guess what we'll do is make another little partition right here, something of this nature. I guess diagonal. Typically diagonal is a neat little way of going about things, but I think it should be more like this, possibly. Like that. Maybe one more out, something like that instead. Okay, that gives us a little bit more room. You can imagine there would have been a stair here going up and a stair elsewhere as well. And then we can kind of just like throw that in, do whatever we want there. But I'm just going to kind of build this back here and see what we got. Yeah, just kind of throw that back and do this. When you build ruins, it's easier when you build the full building than take things out. Yes, exactly. That's what I am attempting to do here. I'm not going to build the full building. That's not the plan, but we will be just doing like the outlines and things. But that's really all you need to do when it comes to things like this. Like, obviously, all of this would probably be like the basement and things. But what we're going to have to do is try to figure out, like, collapse it and things. That's all going to come here soon. We'll figure all that out in due time. But we can, like, dig out the basements of things so that it looks like there had been some type of cellars to these buildings, or maybe an armory or a kitchen. There's all kinds of things that could have been down underground. And then just add TNT to the entire thing. I feel like we should do that with Lumiere. No, we shouldn't actually. No, that's only going to be over the weekend there, The Nose. Today we're back to Lumiere so that we get some stuff done here, because while I do really enjoy doing that project, I do need to maintain my own content. Make sure that we step up the game and get things done, you know what I'm saying? Got to get the whole project done. So yeah, maybe we can have a little door right there, possibly. Maybe that could be the door going down to the next, I don't know, well, maybe not. I can imagine there would also be a tower somewhere in here. So we got this kind of like main entrance here. Like, this would have been the main entrance into this fort thing right there. We do need to make sure that it looks elegant. Even though it's ruins, there needs to be some kind of hint that there was elegance to this structure. While elves are, you know, the generic, even though, you know, I already said we're not trying to go for the generic elven style. But still, at the same time, I think it's good to try to go for something like that. Elven Ruins, let's see that. Images. Alright, what does Elven Ruins look like? Lots of towers and random things. I don't like the look of that. Lots of arches, it looks like. Which isn't totally a bad thing. We could do arches through here. Tall and slim. Yeah, that's what we're thinking about here. I think what we'll do is this structure here could have been more stone towards the foundation, but then everything up above could have been more of like a really elegant wooden structure. Could be a nice little thing. And then what we could do is push this out here so that I can do one more interesting thing to make this look a little bit more like it should. Is that right? Yeah, okay. But yeah, maybe then we could have like buttresses here like you had suggested there before, and just do it like that every third spot, and then have it like some of them kind of crumbled down, kind of like on the ground like that. I don't know. A tower in the back corner. Let's see here. See, this would have been like an inner courtyard. I can imagine there's probably going to be a big tree here. Even right now, a big tree. We'll have to figure out like some kind of neat tree to put there or something. Not fully certain how we're going to go about that quite yet. But this could be where the camp is. It kind of makes sense because it has like a direct access down. Or even maybe it could be up here. Maybe the camp could be up underneath the tree here, and this could all be bushes and things. And maybe we could have a hint of like a road going off somewhere, so that it looks like this is not just like, you know, you don't want to make something like this look like this is all it is. Since we're on a plot, we can't represent the whole thing, but you can imagine this would probably go all the way around in like a somewhat systematical kind of design. But and then they'd have the central courtyard here where there would have been gardens and just beautification in general. So we can have like paths that look like they're going off the plot, but tactfully, so that whenever you're kind of exploring around, you don't like look down a path and just automatically it, you know, takes you off the plot. Because like right here, I kind of imagine this would go straight off the plot there, but we'll have to be kind of smart with that. Hey Vasa, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Great to see ya. Alright, so I do want to do a tower. That is kind of a important thing, I would say. Oh, one thing we could do, actually, is we could have a few arches right here. Something like this. I think that this would actually be really interesting. But we need to follow these buttresses, I think. Here we go. And then we can have a buttress here. Let's see here. Buttress here. And keep bringing that across like this. Come 3 spots over. Great to see you all. I'm very happy to be here there, Vasa. It's been another day. Another good, somewhat good day. Could have been better, but it's always good to come to a place where you can just kind of put that all aside for a little bit and get to some streaming, right? But yeah, these are going to be like really fancy arches. Not all of them, like maybe there's only going to be one left, but like all the rest are going to be ruined and collapsed. This is the red redoubt? Yeah, this is going to be a redoubt, like a old manor, Elven Manor that had been here at one time. It's going to be overgrown and destroyed and just lots of cave-ins and miscellaneous things. See, I'm not sure what to do with this, because I believe, well, this is all going to have to go down, because this building would have had a basement, cellar, or something as well. But what we can do is, like, there would be collapsed walls in, and then there would also, oh yes, I know exactly what to do with this. We're going to have to represent this somehow. But let's go ahead and just dig this away really quick so that we got a solid space to work with first. I'm just going to go down to there for now. Okay, so my plan with this is there's going to be a vaulted ceiling, and it's going to hold up. We're going to have to go a little bit lower than that. Something to right there, maybe. That'll at least give us all the space, definitely enough space right there. And let's go to do that. But this is going to be like a vaulted kind of ceiling thing down here. Wait, is that's not right? Okay, so what we're gonna have to do here is maybe this, oh, I see what happened here. Okay. Alright, I understand now. This is 3514 if I remember the ID correctly. So let's see, is that 3514? Set 3514. Look at that, guys. I still remember block IDs. I haven't really been using block IDs for the longest time, so I've been forgetting them. But yeah, that's really thin though, so never mind. Oh, that does. Oh yeah, okay, that's exactly what we needed anyway. But yeah, the idea here is this right here would be kind of the floor, kind of like that. All right, let's just kind of build this across. Really, actually, what we could do with this instead is use actual some kind of stone material. I would imagine it'd probably be. Let's just use mossy stone brick for now. And we definitely don't want the monster egg. That would be not good. But we could do this. And let's just kind of use this for now to get our idea. Do I have the 1.12 dev version? I do have access to it, but I have not used it, no. Alright, there we go. And then underneath, we can have this kind of vaulted ceiling idea. Let's get some light in there so we don't not see everything. All right, so like I said, it's going to have kind of vaulted ceilings in here just to keep things supported. So kind of like that. What is here coming? This is Ruins that we're making right now, Glennard. We're right now kind of building the full building, and then we're gonna just come back through and really collapse everything and destroy it and just cause all kinds of problems. You should definitely build Lumiere with it this weekend. Oh, with the 1.12 update. The problem with that is I don't have the replay mod yet. Once we get the official update to the mod, I will be asking Crush Pixel to see if he will be able to get us the updated version of the replay mod. And let's cross our fingers and hope that he will come through, because if he doesn't, we are kind of, or at least I am kind of screwed. I'll be really screwed actually, so yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, so what I was thinking is we need some kind of like elven texture down here to like, maybe it was kind of like some artsy fartsy ceiling. So we could use this, for example. It doesn't have to be all ruined for the vaults because, well, some of the vaults will be. Like maybe this vault over here, it would make sense for this one to be all collapsed. So like maybe this here is all collapsed like this, and then all of this rubble is kind of down here like this. We'll just kind of like throw it around, and then like this wall right here would have collapsed in, so possibly all of this archway would have fallen down too. So maybe part of that archway is still kind of sticking up there, and then it could have all kind of fallen down. And I kind of have this idea to use, just kind of fill up this whole area with gravel, so you can just enough space for you to actually climb down here. But I kind of had this idea here, and we mix in a few stone bricks like that, and then we can kind of do something like this, and it would all kind of collapse down there. And then we could continue, well, there would need to be something here to look like, we'll just use this for now so we know what's supposed to be there. And then we can figure out what to do from there later. But yeah, something like that. And it would have all collapsed down, of course. And we could use like stairs and just miscellaneous like details and things to really make it look ruined and destroyed and just miscellaneously obliterated. The new update, yes, we will definitely have a problem. The replay mod that you've been using has been the one that I originally got from Crush Pixel as a fix for our mod and the way that our GPUs work and just miscellaneous something with that. I don't know. But yeah, once the update comes, we don't have a working version yet. So that is going to really put us through a spin if we don't get that figured out. But it can be glitchy. Yeah, for Conquest, yeah. There we go. And we'll throw that in right there and right there. Sweet. But, yeah. That looks pretty good. Obviously, we'll be adding in some textures and things to really make this place stand out a little bit more. Because, of course, all of this would probably be kind of like this as well. We need to use more textures, too, of course. I mean, obviously, we don't want to just use gravel and all that stuff everywhere. It just gets a little bit boring and bland. So we'll just kind of do that there. And just wherever we feel like it needs to be. Wherever we feel like our happy little dirt and happy little, well, whatever else needs to be, we'll just put there. That would be great. I guess I'm going to do a special version for us, Conquest. So you're saying like a special replay mod? Well, like I said, it works. It's just, we got to motivate Crush Pixel to actually make it work for us. There you go. I just sipped my coffee. All right. Let's put some more gravel in here and see what we got. Some schist, or no, not some schist debris. Sandstone debris. That's what I meant. Put some sandstone debris in there. Just anything mossy, really, you know? Just throwing all of that is really what we need. Because we want to make it look just overgrown and just used and obliterated. But it'll all start coming together here soon, guys. You'll start seeing the design really working here eventually, hopefully. We're getting there. And we want all of this right here. Bloop, 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 bloop. And bloop, 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 bloop. Chateau de Lumiere, and that is Chateau de Lumiere, and that is, wait, what? Chateau de Lumiere is this over here. Is that what you're asking? Like the whole plot I consider Chateau de Lumiere, but right now we're building some ruins. Hope we can get someone to do blah, blah, blah. Okay. But yeah, all in good time. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I'm in pretty good terms with the guy. It's just, I haven't talked to him pretty much ever since he fixed the first time, so I don't know what's going to happen there. But I pretty much depend on the replay mod. There's really no other way that I'm going to be making any video content, like building content on YouTube otherwise. Alright. Beautiful. Alrighty. Judo! Thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Alright, so we need a palette for this, whatever this is. And I was thinking we could use maybe some rough natural... No, that's not what I wanted. I want something kind of lighter, almost like a clay possibly. But I don't know about that either, because we want to use this, like... I want to make it look elven. Like, I don't want to just, like, throw in, like, mossy stone brick everywhere. It doesn't really look elven. Maybe what we could do... Does brick look elven if used correctly? What do you guys think? Could that be what this build originally... No, I don't like that. Light gray stone. Dark gray, light gray stone brick. I mean, this is really close to Lumiere, which actually kind of makes sense. But the thing is we're going to need some pretty solid transition, you know? We can't just throw it together and... just expect it to work. We need to use some solid transition blocks to make sure that it looks like it's supposed to be there. No, yeah, definitely no quartz. No quartz. And money is not a bad tool in a situation. Yes, like that. Pretty sure we'll be a bunch of creators ready to push him a bit. We've already tried that, gamer. He's a very stubborn individual. What are we building today? We are building a ruins, the Redoubt here on the hillside, an old Elven Manor. plastered block. Ooh, we could actually do something plastered. That's a neat idea. But I definitely want to try to keep using this stone brick. Maybe just use it mainly towards the base, kind of like this. And there definitely needs to be a lot more of this, kind of like mossy stone strewn throughout it like that. Do we have any other like mossy looking masonry that might suffice for this? Because there's nothing in there. Like, it would be great to have, well, I guess this might work. Because I have been using this block to kind of represent Elven Ruins and things. Because like this over here, like look at the foundations to Lumiere. You see that sharp contrast of stones? Like this is supposed to be the ruins or the leftover masonry from the destroyed Elven temple. And that's what all of the base blocks of Lumiere is. And then, like, it's supposed to be a symbolic of, like, we conquered this area and we used your, remains to build our great and mighty home or something like that. So we could possibly theme the color palette of this over here off of that same palette using big sandstone bricks, dark sandstone, just these miscellaneous blocks to try to represent it. And then we can cover it all in greenery and things to really bring it to life. Obviously, we would need to use like the miscellaneous like brick like that in there. But I think that might be what we need to do there. Because I am seeing this working. It just needs obviously a good bit of work. And there could be like a switch of palettes possibly, like obviously Elven architecture would probably be a little bit more elegant than this, which would probably make sense. Alright there, gamer. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Get in the Elven Arches and use whatever blocks are closest to those. Getting the Elven Arches. Elven Arches. Elven Arches, Elven Arches. You mean just the arch blocks, right? Is that what you're saying? But yeah, I don't want to use gray. But I do like using that lighter gray, light gray stone brick. I do think that could be a block that we use. I'm pretty happy with that. But the one thing with it is it looks too new. And that obviously is a problem. I like the idea of it, but I don't know if that's really what we want. I think what we need to do is mainly just use this stone and then mix in these blocks, because obviously being an elven home at one time, it would be rather a strong and sturdy construction, and you wouldn't have a strong and sturdy construction out of like cobblestone looking stuff. So it would definitely need to be a little bit sturdier than that. But of course we could add in things like this, like the stone has crumbled over time, and then that's why there's all of this like moss and just maybe the smaller stone like that. Elven are usually elegant, the tickled elf, but there's elves that live in treehouse and such too. Yeah, well, this is not a treehouse. That contrasts way too much. But I do like this. It's going to really come together once we do the greenery and such. But all in good time. It's just gonna give us, it'll give us a good starting point, I think. And then like things like this obviously is going to really help us. And I think we'll be able to find some more blocks. Like obviously here's this here, which I don't like. Yeah, that's not going to work. Wish it would though. What other kind of crack? That's ruined stone brick. It could work like in indoor situations, but this outdoor situation kind of thing just isn't working for us. We do have natural mossy sandstone that could work here. Possibly. We'll give it a try. And maybe this. We'll give that a try. Is there any other mossy? I guess not. Okay, yeah, that could work too. just kind of strewn about in certain areas. Because this is a very old and just ruined building. Because this would have been like sitting here ruined for like 100 years or like 100 and some odd years now, ever since Lumiere was founded. The ruins can be some dark cultist things. I feel like that would be rather usual. Let's try to go for something. It's a possibility. I'm not going to downplay that suggestion. I think it's a good suggestion. But I feel like it's something that you would usually see in something like this. We'll see. We'll see. Just let's give this a little bit more fluff, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. But when you come to ruins here, another thing that I kind of imagine for ruins is the tops would probably be a little bit more grassy, as rock has a tendency to kind of decay, and then dirt forms, and then that's where like plants would grow along the tops of the walls in certain areas. Because obviously birds would land on the walls and poop seeds on the little collections of dirt and things, and it's kind of how I imagine that, at least. Obviously this whole kind of wall here collapsed, so what we need to do there is represent it kind of like collapsed. So I like this idea here, just throwing in random things. Maybe we can use a little bit of that right there, and some gravel kind of growing up there. I don't know, just throwing in ideas as I think of them. Okay. Like, I feel like the walls are too high for it to be 100. I feel like the walls are too high for it to be 100. Well, it's not going to be set like this. Like, this is almost complete here. But, like, that's going to be more ruined over there. There's going to be a lot more ruins and things, so just give us some time to sort out the plan, and then we'll be a little bit more situated, and then we can figure out exactly how we want to go with it. But for right now, we're still in planning stage. I would imagine in here there would probably be, like, this right here would have probably been a window. So we can kind of like represent that these would have been windows here. So possibly do something like that. We can just kind of represent like open spots. Because I kind of like this. Just something like that. Just to represent that there was a window there. And there would have been another window there as well. Wait, no, it should have been one over. So it should be here instead. There we go. Bring that up just a little bit more like that. And then that's actually good right there. And then there would have been another window between those buttresses. We'll go ahead and bring that down like so. I just want there to look like there was windows there. You could use a moss block for very dense moss section. No, wouldn't make sense for bandits to be here. I was thinking just another knight is camped up here during the tournament. I think that's probably the most sensible thing, because this is Lumiere. While a lot of you might think it makes sense to just build random little bandit holes and things, I mean, this is a very rich territory, and it's very well managed. Like, you would have guards and soldiers patrolling the area. There would be absolutely no bandits within a 5-mile radius of this chateau. Because they would automatically, farmers would say, oh no, there's bandits, and then the Lord of Lumiere would say, send the soldiers, and they would go out immediately and crush any resistance that might there be. So it would not be smart for any bandits to be around Lumiere. I'm not a huge stickler on realism, but just things like that, I feel like, are just kind of necessary for us to kind of maintain, you know? Just not bandits right up next to Lumiere. There we go. Hey there, Tiger Bread. How you doing? Welcome. Alright, Jer Plays, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Maybe make the ruins very lush and flowery. Ties into the story with the dead dragon and the crystals. Exactly, Vasa. That's the plan. That is the plan. We're going to have it really lush and just trees growing everywhere, and it'll be nice. I'm quite excited to see what this is going to look like here soon. Alright. Maybe we could represent that there was a window in the wall here. I'm already liking this wall. Like, this wall concept is really coming along. And then we can kind of put some flowers up here. Not flowers, but possibly flowers. But for right now, I'm just thinking like bracken there and that right there. Just to give us a little bit of a head start into getting that sorted. I feel like there should be something here. Something like that, maybe. I think that's alright. Yeah, I agree on the whole no bandits close to Chateau. Am I doing great, Ducon? How's you? I'm doing great. And I got a little snack here, guys. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. She brought me a meatball to test taste. That is very good. Oh, goodness. But yeah, maybe what we could do is another kind of a flying buttress here. So something like this, possibly. And maybe it's partially collapsed. Oh, man, my nasal passages have been very bad lately. Or maybe it's not. It's usually flying buttresses would be the strongest type of architecture left on structures like this. Lara is cooking. Yes, Lara is doing great. She is, yeah, she's cooking some meatballs. Alrighty, what can we do here? I think we'll just go ahead and throw that in like that. Like I said, just kind of partially collapsed, so we could use something like, I don't know, throw that there, and then this would probably be pretty strong right there. What do you guys think about that? You know, just kind of throwing it together. I think that it has a neat design to it. I want to give it more texture and things to make it look a little more old, but I'm just coming up with a design right now. I think that looks pretty nice. But yeah, now we need to throw in some more types of texturing to make it fit with the ruins, you know? So I think that's coming along there. And then across the top, we could use a little bit of deteriorated stone like that. Then up here, I would think there would be probably just mossy stone brick. Nothing too fancy or special. Something like that. And then what could go there? Look at some graphics lifts of Antique Ruins by Parencia. Could be inspiration for you. Yeah, if you could share that with us, I would love to see that. So just tell us when you got it, and then one of my mods, Vasa, preferably, I'm sure Vasa will be able to give you some permission to post it. But yeah, we can go ahead and use some more of this kind of ruin stone in there a little bit, like that, and then around we can use this stuff. Something like that. There we go. Give me a shout. Yes, and Tiger Bread can as well. Good evening there, Magnetide. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, yes, I am liking that. I think that this is going to look lovely. And then this could be all just an overgrown little backyard area back there. I like how that might look there. Let's go ahead and give this a little bit of a stronger architecture there. We could do this. This right there. It would be really nice to have a mossy version of... Oh, it'd be nice to have a mossy version of all the blocks, you know? Just have, like... Can you imagine texturing all of this? Like having a mossy version, dirty version of all of these, and broken version of all these blocks. All of these textures. Like, that would just be insane. But that would be insanely annoying for poor old Monsterfish to have to go through all these textures and do that. So I don't think we're ever going to see that. That would be most, that would be crazy. Most crazy. Alright, so we're going to do something like a little archway there, and then we can use our miscellaneous textures to represent the blocks going down there. So something like that. Alright, let's check out that link there, see what we got. Okay, so we got a lot of archways and things. Yeah, again, lots of archways. I want to be careful with that. We don't want archways everywhere, but I do agree there should be archways. I think what I'm just going to do is go ahead and... Yeah, let's just do this. Replace 4. I'm just going to go through all this red and just go ahead and change this over really quick. Let's turn fast off. That is most annoying to have to deal with that. I don't think we're going to be able to finish this Redoubt here tonight, but we will be able to get a good bit done, I think. I don't doubt that for a second. I think that this is going to be a good bit done here by the end of the stream. Hey, Sam Hain, how you doing? Welcome. Great to see you. But yeah, we can just kind of do that right like that, and then maybe a little bit of mossy stone brick mixed in there as well. I just really like that look, you know, the mossy stone brick really, really works quite well. And of course we can have grass mixed in there as well. And I really like the idea of using this dirty grass. I call it dirty grass, but it's just like normal, whatever it is. You guys get the idea. And what else do I need? I need the other dirty grass. The transition grass is what I call it. It transitions between everything else into normal grass. Beautiful. All right, and then all of this can just be grass back there. Lovely. But like I said, foliation, that's going to be the big game changer on this whole thing. Trust me, guys. Once we get the foliation going in here, this place is going to look rocking. And we'll do that right there as well. Just kind of get that up. It's a great Baroque printer. Thank him. Last of these days. Are you building ruins? Yes, I'm building ruins there, Sam Hain. Hey, Frozen, how you doing? Welcome. Great to see you. All right, so let's get back to building here. Throwing in these blocks right there. And like I said, I think the best thing to do is just go ahead and use this block as the base texture. And then we can easily just come back through and figure the rest out later on. But this is just going to give us a strong foundation that we can use. And then we can go from there. But I like this. All right, we need some more of that mossy stone. But yeah, let's just keep doing this here. Little by little, guys, this is going to come along, and we're going to make this look fancy. Time to get some sleep. All right, there, Kevden, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time. You know, what am I doing that for? Why don't I just use the replace tool? It is most easy to do. The easy replace tool. But yeah, maybe we could do something neat down here, because we got this little cave in and things, so possibly there's like a ladder to get down here, and then there could be some kind of like, maybe the camp could be down here. No, I don't know, because it really wouldn't provide that much shelter. Like, all the rain would fall down through this hole and then flood this area. So maybe the best thing to do down there is kind of flood that area instead of put any kind of tent or anything in there. And we could have other miscellaneous collapses too. Like maybe there's a collapse right here, possibly. So something like that, and then we could use just miscellaneous blocks like that, and I don't know, let's find something really quick. I suppose we can use that. And that. No, not that. That makes it look too symmetrical. Let's see here. Maybe this. That way it doesn't look symmetrical, but it still looks like a... Well, it still looks kind of symmetrical. Grrr. Figure something out. Yeah, that looks fine right there. I think that's good enough. So that way you can still fall through and things. Alright there, wizard. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. A bear cave is a good idea, yeah. I don't know about that, actually, because this is going to be where a knight is camping, and it would not be a very fun place to camp if you are always afraid if that big bad bear is going to come up and eat you in your sleep. That would not be good. Maybe a place where thieves and bad people meet under the ruins. I was thinking about that. Well, someone suggested that earlier, but I was thinking that it's probably not a good idea to have bandits near such a renowned and rich chateau, because there would be patrols and knights and all kinds of things around this area, and it would cause all sorts of hectic situations for bandits and things around here. So I just don't know if it makes sense to put any bandits in this area. Alright, so I definitely want to do some more of this stone here, but I want to make sure it's the right one of these. I don't like the I don't like it how it's like just mossy on the top there. There is this version. We need to make sure we use that, because I think that looks a little bit better. There we go. Big cuddly friends. Is this on a server where people play? No, this is on single player. I know it looks like it's on a server due to the plots, but it's downloaded from a server because I was having issues on the server that it was on. And so I decided to bring it on single player, and I've been on single player ever since. However, I have been toying with the thought of putting it back on server, putting it on Darwin. So who knows, maybe I'll go do that here sometime eventually. I believe that this corner should kind of come up a little bit taller there. Something like that. Alright. And this should be more like a spike kind of thing. So something like that, and then maybe put this on top. Okay. Yeah, this is just for my enjoyment there, Hembond. I don't build for anybody else. I don't do commissions. I don't do anything, so... yeah, if you're here to ask me to do commission, no. I'll just say it right up front. But I feel bad for assuming that. You're probably not here for that. But I don't do commissions and things. I find building is more of an art than a job or any type of money-making thing. Especially for what we do here. This is just fun. I enjoy it. Abandoned camp could work since this is the other side of the river. Well, it's not a river. This is a creek. Creeks are not massive things. The Redoubt would probably be a slightly different style because, like, building style evolves over time, and those must be very old ruins. Yeah. Well, this hasn't actually been an architectural style that we've seen on the plot yet. This is just an Elven Manor. And that is a human manor. Probably not what you meant, but I don't know. I don't know nothing. Let's put a bush up here. I think a bush would be quite interesting. What about building before it fell into ruin? What was the building? A manor. It was an Elven Manor over here, and then the Elven Temple would have been over here. So maybe one of the high priests or the scientists or whatever people that were really important lived here, and things of that nature. What was I doing? I was doing a bush. That was what I was doing. So I need that and that, I think. So just something like that, I suppose. We'll come in through and actually make it look more realistic here eventually. We're just trying to sort out the base details first, and then we'll come back through and do some proper detailing and texturing as we continue. Older styles might be less defined or whatever's. Yes, it's Elven. Large port art. Abandoned camp. Let's see. Yeah, probably. Yes. Yes. Okay. Making sure I'm caught up with chat. I don't want to seem like I'm not reading somebody's messages. If I do by chance miss your message, I apologize. I don't mean to be ignoring anybody. Unless if you say something really, really annoyingly stupid, which most of the time doesn't happen. Most of the time it's very good comments, very genuine comments. Okay. If you miss, I will just scream at you. Don't worry, if I miss, just scream at you. Hey, Ducon, it's been over a year, but you keep pulling me back, man. Dried fruits, that's awesome to hear. I don't know if that's awesome, but I'm glad to hear. I'm glad that you're finding inspiration to get back into the game. I hope that you're happy about that, at least. That's just not like a big deal, like, oh my gosh, man, pull back again, man, just why? No, I hope it's not that. I hope it's a good pulled back in. That is, at least that's the goal. That's the hope. Enjoy what you do here. What are you building right now? Ruins there, Weeby Narwhal. This is the ruins on the edge of the plot. So this would have been old manor built here by the elves. And then when the humans came and conquered the region, they destroyed it. And then they built their massive manor over there. But this would have been like 100 years old or something crazy like that. So it's really old. There we go. It's great to be back. Good to hear. That is good to hear. Alright. If you say something mean, then you'll be on the end of my spear. Let's not go there, Vasa. Okay, I know this is off topic, but are you planning on having really big windows in the Lord's residence? I'm not fully decided on that yet. I have been thinking about that, actually. Like, legitimately, I've been thinking about what I want there on the back side. But I think that big windows would be a somewhat a structural defect. I mean, even though I have been doing things of that nature, like just things that are more along the lines of like fragile architecture for this mansion. I don't know if large windows are going to really fit, unless if I do them well. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Haven't fully decided. Okay. Yeah, I was just kidding too there. I was just kidding. My head was in the wrong place. So let's go ahead and throw a little bit of this right. No, not that. Let's do this. A little bit of this rough stone here, like that, and then we can do something like that, and then maybe we could do something like that and that up there. Rowdy, my man, great to see you. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We're building some ruins right now on the edge of the plot, down below Lumiere. This would have been an old elven manor before the time of Lumiere. And when the humans of Lumiere came here, they obliterated this beautiful elven home, and then they built their massive fancy house over there, over the destroyed ruins of their temple. So it's overall, it might seem like they're a bunch of assholes for doing this, but they're not. There's a lot more to it than just them just conquering the land and destroying everything. There's a lot more. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more lore behind it, and just racial tension and things that have caused problems. Do you have any tips for starting a plot? Let's see here. Tips for trying. Well, first of all, give me an idea. What is the theme that you want to start with? Like, give me a baseline. What's your baseline? Trying to get Decon and read my comment is art sometimes. about 300 words, and he doesn't see it. Sometimes you just say, and he sees it within 100. Well, it's all just random. There's some kind of fruitcake. It depends on what I'm looking for. Well, I guess not what I'm looking for, but what I'm doing at the time. And I just can't explain it, honestly. But, yeah, I apologize if I don't see your comment. Haven't been able to catch a stream from work. Glad to finally be able to watch. Secretly your mother. Great to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. He just has favorites. Yep, that's it. That's it. Just have favorites. You know it. You caught me. You done caught me. All right. So let's do a little bit of something like this, and then we could obviously something like that and that. I just want to give this a little bit more, height variation and things. I think that's gonna look good, and we're gonna have like random plants in here and stuff to really make it look overgrown. But that's coming here soon. Good night there, Roki. How you doing? You haven't said anything in chat yet that I know of, but welcome and goodbye. Have a great day. I think the Lord's Residence should have one of the main features as a spiral staircase, grand staircase like Chateau des Bois. I'll have to check that out. Lindalus, how you doing? Welcome. Great to see you. Alrighty, I'm not missing anything. Good. Alright, back to building. So it's basically, this has two walls. You got the inner wall and you got the outer wall. This is a very cramped kind of building here, but maybe this was some kind of like housing structure. I'd imagine there's probably this would have been where they would sleep, I guess, and then this would be like a storage place, and then like the main living quarters would have been off the plot or something. But at least this gives us a baseline for what we're doing, and we can go from there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and build this up here because I want to make these look a little bit more sturdy. I like this idea of having kind of like, what do you call it? Like these windows. I really like the idea of having those windows very prominent features. Something that you can definitely tell that there were windows there at one time. That's really what I'm trying to go for here. And then maybe what we could do here is look like it's kind of like leaning over. So we could do something like that possibly, and then use that like that. No, I want to make it look a little more fragile than that. So something like this possibly. Like it's just leaning over like that, and then we could use... Oh man, I would love to use a trapdoor there. How could I do this without making it look like super bulky like that? Well, I guess that's okay. Like, I just want to make it look like this whole pillar here had fallen over and hit that other wall. Oh, I know what we could do. We could take this and do that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Thank you there, Furion. I appreciate that. And Alandrix, how you doing? Welcome. New computer is great. We've been getting pretty, not reliably 60 FPS, but we have been getting 60 FPS with it, and that's like the huge main reason why I got this thing. And it's definitely a huge upgrade. Definitely is a lot better than what we had, but still could be better. But I am very happy with it. Very glad that I ended up getting this thing. Just need to perfect my setup. I need to get an audio cable to connect the two audios from my both computers, so that like I can just have one headset for both computers. I do have a program called Synergy that allows me to use the same mouse and same keyboard for both without doing any kind of USB switching. And then I got a capture card that I need to actually put in my computer, but I do have a capture card that will allow me to do all the crazy stuff to make it all come together, but I haven't put that in yet, so eventually I'll get around to that. Gonna be a little like the Elven Ruins in Witcher. No, I actually am not taking any inspiration from Witcher at all. I don't really like those ruins. They're not really fitting as to what I'm trying to do here. Not what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I think we'll just keep this as the only fully still holding together arch, and then all the other arches are going to be kind of like either half destroyed or just a pillar. It's like this one will just be a pillar, and then that one will be as well. Or maybe what we could do is make it look like this, maybe. Like maybe the one's coming out like that, and then that's all for that one. And then we'd obviously have ruins down on the ground and things. For the walls, maybe use stair blocks rather than full blocks to make it look like it's cracked. For the walls, yeah, I'm still just doing the base work right now. And then obviously that's a great idea to do for the details. So like right there, we do that. Maybe not both. Maybe we could do that instead. Give us a better look there. But yeah, we need to still add in a bunch more random blocks to really make this all come together as well as I hope it to look. But we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Can't wait to see it finished. I need to go. Alright, VipVap, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. In Minecraft are a problem. They just eat up CPU cycles until it overloads and an FPS drops. Yeah, that's why I haven't been placing any entities. Even though there's been places where I feel like I should place paintings and things, I have been really trying to cut back on any type of paintings or item frames or just anything of that nature. I haven't been building or putting in. It's just too much lag. Creates too much lag. But otherwise, really liking this computer for sure. Let's go ahead and put this right here. And then I want to put some kind of grass on top of it. I guess another bracken right there. Really excited about this, guys. So I can finally watch it at 720, 60 FPS. Yay! That's awesome, Lenny. Great to hear. And Salvatore, you're leaving? For some reason, this feels really French to me. No idea why. This feels French? Well, I guess Elven style is kind of French, isn't it? I mean, does anybody have anything to say about that? Doesn't the Elven style kind of resemble, kind of like very vaguely, I guess, the Elven style? That's how I kind of imagine it, actually. I mean, it's very like extravagant, an extravagant type of style, and it does make sense that it would be. So yeah, I would definitely say that Elven has a very French kind of look to it, so it kind of matches with the Chateau there. I don't know how old the ruin is. You would suggest more grass layers. Grass layers on the top of the walls and things? It's neoclassical at most. It's classical French idea of being off and extra. Yes, but I also think 3D models of Conquest Reforged pack can overload the graphics card. Really? Well, I guess that's definitely true. Alright. Let's throw in a couple more little things around here. I just want to get in some more textures to finish up this wall there, and I guess we'll do the same thing down here. Beautiful. Beautiful. At least I think it's beautiful. Elvish is simple yet elegant. Elves tend to love nature and incorporate into their building style. Well, at least that's what I know. What is Artecraft? Artecraft is a Lord of the Rings based server. They're making Middle Earth, and they are creating an absolutely incredible world, I gotta say, man. It's just incredible. If you haven't been to Artecraft, I mean, you better go check it out. I mean, it is beast. See, the problem with using grass layers on top of the walls, I'd rather use this instead of grass layers, because grass layers make it look too smooth and just it doesn't really fit what I'm trying to do here. I would much prefer to add in some kind of like bushy thing or bushy feature. Like, I don't know, let's just try to find a bushy feature. Whatever this is, put that right there. That's what I'm trying to say, just something like that. And then we obviously need to add in some more extra details, something like that, and then just kind of throw it around wherever we feel like it needs to go. And put that there, and that there. Actually, I think I'm going to use this there. Keep that a little bit of contrast going along. And we'll do that right like that. Beautiful. Hope you make some videos on there, but I know it's kind of hard to make those videos. It makes time to edit. Well, see, it's just like my my recent plot review video. I like hardly put any editing into that at all, and I feel so like I would feel so bad to release a video like that for Artocraft. Like that would literally, I just wouldn't be able to accept that. An Artocraft video requires a lot of editing, and it's like if I'm going to make it like I want to make it, it's going to require a lot of work. So I don't know if I want to dedicate that time, at least not yet. While I am working on Lumiere, which is my current like goal, is to finish this project. Once I'm done with this, then I'm going to be a lot more free. And there's a possibility then that I'll be able to get back over on Artocraft and other servers in general and just be more active in the community. As the comment was kind of misplaced. I got you, man. Yeah. Have this ignore it, I suppose. But yeah, it's that's that review video for that Riften build. I just really wanted to get a video out there, just even though it was very, very low quality in terms of just like what there was on it, the content of it, it wasn't really something that I'm proud of. It's just a video. It's just showcasing something. It's something anybody could do. There's nothing special about it, and it makes me feel kind of bad that I did that, but it is what it is. But videos should be definitely a lot more edited. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Love the Riften build. You will have to live. Kathy, not to do on that. Yes, a lot of catching up. Missed your comment twice. Monsterfish should create painting length block that aren't entities. Oh yes, that's actually something I've suggested already, but apparently they didn't like that idea for some reason. I forget what the reason was, but it was block IDs. It would take up too many block IDs, I think, is what the reason was for that. Alright, let's throw a couple things around. Let's put you right there. I like how this is turning out, guys. Pretty happy with how this is scoping up. But again, I want to make abundantly clear. This is, I mean, it looks good right now. Like, I'm doing the quotations good right now. But it's not going to come together until we put the greenery and foliation and trees and all that stuff around. That's what's going to really make this whole thing come together as I kind of envision it. So until then, it's not really worth like complaining about it and saying, oh my gosh, do this, Dukan, oh my gosh, Dukan, what is going on here? You know, just give it a little bit of time. Let me sort this out, and then you guys might start really seeing some nice changes here. Just overgrown, grassy, and just full of life. Something like that. Alright, I'm gonna put something up here. Something ruined looking, I guess. Maybe something like that. Let's see. There's too much of that block going on, so maybe we could just do a half slab like that. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Delta Halo on Halo 2. I don't know what that is. Kind of study of history. Skyrim, one of my favorite games. Love those showcase videos. The Conquest Reforged mod. Why? That's kind of like a huge thing there. I love the Rift and build. Missed my comment twice. Okay, good. I don't think I'm missing anybody's comment right now. Am I missing anybody's comment? Oh, yes. And right here, we could do this. And we can make it look like this arch kind of just like fell down like that. So this arch would be kind of like that. And we could use blocks like this to make it look like that's how it's supposed to be. So something like that possibly. So like this one, this side would be all turned up like that. And then kind of go down like that. And then put like a block like this. No, we'll put that right there. And then we need something for the bottom, something like that. And then this needs to come up one like so. And then something that makes it look like it's kind of broken off. I don't know how to represent that, so I'll just kind of do something like that, I guess. And then we can kind of like dig underneath it. Something like so, so that you can actually walk underneath that fallen down pillar there. I like it. Hey Servine, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You ever seen Armor and Artcraft? Because if not, you really check it out yourselves. Seen? Yes, I have seen Arnor. Yes, but I mean, it's not like I don't like their ruins or anything. I don't like their. I love it. I love it. It's just that's not the kind of ruins that I want here. Lindless, Salvatore. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody's comments again. Alright. I'm not sure how I want to go about doing this. Yeah, you can't walk through that, so gotta be kind of careful with that. And then I think what we're going to do is make it more like this. There should be a door here somewhere. Add a little grass layer on top of the fallen arch, maybe. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, grass layer. Maybe not grass layer, maybe just this dirt. We'll just go ahead and do this right here. But yeah, I only have time to stream for maybe another, we'll say another 20 minutes, guys, and then I'll have to go. But I'm enjoying this right now, for sure. We'll be getting off here soon. Have you tried the Cockpit 13 version 7? I have not tried any current Cockpit shaders, so no. But is it worth me taking a look? Okay, maybe that is what I meant with the age of them, as it really differs in the looks, of course. Yeah, well, those ruins are like, what, 1,000 years old or something? These ruins are only like 100 years old or something like that. I mean, there's definitely an age difference, but also it depends on, well, yeah, there's a lot of possibilities and things that would, a lot of factors, I would say. But I think that we got it. We're hammering this pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the ruins. Dried Fruits, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for that follow. Has the best quality and performance. Well, let's see. I have Cockpit 13 version 6. I have version 6. I have tried Cockpit, and I do like them. It just seems like the color's a little bit off. I do like it for showcase, though, but they're not very good for building, in my experience. Building shaders, like right now, I'm pretty happy with this shader and how it looks when building. And then we can kind of do something like that, and then this one down over here can be kind of fallen down there. Maybe we can do something like that, and then like that, something like so. And we'll just put that right there or something. I don't know. Okay. And then on the sides, we can do this, possibly. that. Cool. Can I post a link to the shaders? Sure. If one of my mods would be willing to permit Lindalis to post the shader, I appreciate it. You like my edit of Zeus, I promise. Okay. So yeah, and then this will kind of like go up like that, I suppose. It'll give us a nice solid little yeah, I like that. Like so. Alright, let me go ahead and check out this. Low beta, no shaders, extreme, ultra. Let's try ultra. Because that's what we do here, guys. We do ultra stuff. Everything is ultra. Oh, goodness, I just accidentally exited out of everything. Alright, let's go back to that shader there. Ultra. Download. Open that up. And we gotta close that. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, shoot. I downloaded it on the wrong computer. Grr. I still don't have my whole thing set up yet. I'll do that after the stream. That's going to be too complicated for me right now. It's not really... Yeah, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Okay, so something like that. Let's go ahead and build that up right there. First world problems there. Download on my other dang computer, man. I got too many computers in this office. Here's the brightness minimum where you are. Can I send my edits? Yeah, send it on Discord. That'd be great. Oh, well, no, this is on a wall. Like, this would have been taller over here. So something like that. So the arches would just kind of been like that. But over on this side, it would have been more artistic looking. But then this would have been straight into the wall. After pretending to build the world, what will you do? After pretending to build the world, what will you do? Pretending to build the world. You mean, oh, pretending. You mean like the world idea that I had for making that Abathon and Arnon thing? I had this idea to do time lapses of all the different builds throughout the world. Like we got main builds that need to be built or would need to be built. Seabridge, for example, is one. And I'd make them into community projects and things and try to organize and do these really neat time lapses, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I haven't really thought about it too far ahead, to be completely fair, but as time progresses and as we gain excitement about, you know, what's going on and maybe more people get interested in it, then we will look into making it more official and getting to more solid progress getting or going. All in good time. It'll happen. Hey, Milne, how you doing? Welcome. All right. And then we need some more of this moss just kind of flowing down the wall there. And let's throw a little bit of something right here. Something like that, I think. Yeah, that'll work. I think that needs to be there. I just think that needs to be a little bit more detail in that area. Also, I like the idea of maybe like pushing this back a little bit, making it look like it's kind of fallen out from itself. So we could do that, that, and that, and then maybe down here we could instead do something like this. And then right there, we could do something like that. Just to make it look a little bit more dynamic and such. I feel like I say dynamic way, way too much. Such is the way of life. Time for me to go to bed. Alright, Fruitcake, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Sleep well. Conquest of the Sun. Yes, okay. Well, I would say this is definitely coming along, guys. I'm liking this quite a bit. It's kind of how I imagined it, having all like the collapsed basements and things. There's still a lot yet to be done. We got about, probably, let's say about 10 minutes left of the stream. So I'll just go ahead and try to throw in as much detail as I can until then. But yeah, we're definitely coming to a close here soon. It's too bad on weekends, or weekdays. Can't really spend too much time on this. Just a couple hours here, a couple hours there, and eventually it'll start adding up into episodes over on YouTube and get things done. But yeah, that's just how things work here. You know, just gotta spend a little bit of time, as much as you can, wherever you can, and then eventually we'll get this done. Maybe then you add rocks around the collapsed walls. Yes, goodness, the rocks. I can't believe I forgot the rocks. Thank you for reminding me of the rocks. But where could we put the rocks? There's like nowhere to put rocks anymore because of how annoying they are. Maybe a different type of rock. Is there any other rocks? Sandstone rocks. Maybe a sandstone rock would work better. Yeah, sandstone rocks works pretty good. There's like nowhere where rocks work. I wasn't going to commission something. Oh, okay, good. Okay, I just... Typically when people ask what I'm doing, and well, people that I haven't seen before at least, that's usually what the case is. But yeah, maybe you can add rocks around. That I was talking about, possibly forward. Can I post a link? Sure, if one of my mods could permit Andrew to post a link, I'd appreciate that, so we can see what he's talking about in terms of this stairway that he's suggesting. But yeah, the Lord's Residence, that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be the highlight of this whole build. Well, yeah, it's going to be the highlight, for sure. I meant to say that earlier. Yes, you can go ahead and post that now. Check out what you're talking about. So yeah, a little bit more that going on, a little bit of dirt just kind of thrown around. And I think one thing that could really make this look cool, something like that. So like you would walk up here and then you could walk up there. And then there would also be stairs here as well. And we can just kind of throw in a little bit of random stuff like that. Let's go ahead and just take that out because this stair here needs to kind of be open so that we can walk through there. And then we need a little bit of this kind of around like so. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this, guys. We got the windows down there. Maybe this was actually where one of the doors was right here, where this all collapsed through. Because you can imagine the floor for this would have been right about here. Like that would have been the ground floor. Or maybe not. Maybe the ground floor was right there, and then this was like an underground, or just like another floor underneath. And then you had the cellars down below that. That kind of makes sense. I'm not quite sure how this all would have worked out in terms of how it was in the Elden days. But it's not turning out too bad. I'm going to throw some kind of plant here. Something different. Maybe some sedge. Yeah, why not? Okay, maybe some more sedge up there. And I think that's good. There's a 30-second, there's 60 seconds that you can post a link there, Andrew. That's why you got warned there. Okay, so let's throw in a few more rocks. Ooh, no, not those rocks. Let's do the sandstone rocks. Excuse me. So I'm just kind of throwing rocks wherever I can. Obviously, all those spaces look pretty good there. And then we can throw in some rocks down here, just kind of wherever we can. like that, and then we can throw one right there, one right there. All right, so that's not looking too bad. Having rocks everywhere. Really simple stairs. Really simple stairs. What do you mean by really simple stairs? Okay. Looks pretty good there. And then we'll add in some grass kind of wherever we feel like it should go. I don't feel like there should be any grass there because that's going to be the way off the plot there. But we could do something like that, I suppose. And then bracken right there. And let's do that. Like so. Just kind of throwing in grass wherever we can to make this look kind of a little more appropriate, I suppose. I'm going to do this, actually, like that, so it looks like it's actually leaning on something. I wonder if we can walk through this. Yes, we can still walk through that. Good, good, good. I like it. There is down the page a little. Okay, the windows of Lumiere. Okay, the grand staircase. All right, we're looking for, oh, that right there. The big spiral staircase on the outside is what you're suggesting? I don't know how I would implement that, man. That seems a little bit, that would be hard, because we don't really have much room on the inside of the build. Actually, no, no, that's not gonna work either. We'll have to see there, Andrew. I mean, I definitely like to do things that you guys asked me to do, but I don't know if that's going to be, we'll be able to work that in or not. But the building of that will come here soon. And once we are building it, then we can decide, will it work or will it not? That'll be one of those good mythical morning moments. Will it staircase? There we go. Will it staircase? Let's just go with that. We'll go 2 up, and then we're going to use that, and then some kind of, maybe this up here. And we'll do that around like so. Actually, maybe we could do this here instead. And then we could use this 1 block down like that. Hey, look at that, guys. Sweet. Put that right there. Alright, and I got about 5 minutes left, guys, and I'm going to be off. Maybe some black block where the chimney was. Oh yeah, we do need to make a chimney, don't we? Well, we don't need to make a chimney. Let's just say the chimney was on this side of the building there. I don't think it's necessary for us to really put a chimney in. I think we could do something like this, though. Let's see. I kind of imagine that this would be kind of like that. And then this would be down here like that. And that would be like, come on. What else could we do here to make this? Oh, this maybe? No, not like that. Maybe this. Trying to make a little bit of a crack, you know? Just something to make it look a little bit more snazzy. But that's not looking much like a crack. It's not looking like a crack, guys. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. So then we can have like a little bit of debris right here where that part of the wall kind of fell out. I mean, it doesn't actually need to be anything. It doesn't really need to be anything. Like, we can just say that it fell inwards, and that could be all part of this debris down there, which would make sense. So yeah, the idea is that this would have been one of the entrances. Like maybe this was the back door in, and then you would walk up these stairs here, and then you would walk over here into this place, and then this would have been a door going into the building. This probably would have been covered by a roof or something, I could imagine. And then this would have all been a garden up here, some kind of building there, and this would have been more of a garden here, like a really beautiful spot. Like this would have been a great viewpoint of the temple whenever that was there. But yeah, I think that's turning out pretty good. I might actually go ahead and make this building diagonal. I think that might look a little bit better. To maybe... Because we got... This is already all kind of straight right here. Actually, what could actually make this look a little bit better is if we did this instead. Where we made this a little bit rounder, took this corner out. I think that just by doing this is what we need. Yeah, even already that's looking better. It just needed... We need less corners because this is Elven. And elves don't like corners. They're more the type of people to do... Why do I have this in my inventory? Goodness gracious. They're more of curves and angles and things. As they are stereotypical, at least. There we go. I do think that we should do a little bit more of this here, though. Something like that. Good night there, Jigger Watt. Have a great night. We'll see you next time. Yeah, more curves. Definitely needs more curves in this thing. But I think that's looking good there. I don't even know what that would have been right there. Okay. I'm going to say that's probably pretty good for now, guys. I'm going to head off now and go eat some dinner and spend the rest of the evening with my lovely wife. But definitely had a great stream here tonight, guys. I appreciate you all stopping by and being awesome people that you are. And we will be coming back to this probably some other time this week. I don't know. Not tomorrow night, I can tell you that much. But there's a possibility we may be able to come back either Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. But let's see if there's anybody that we can host before we leave here tonight. Let's see. There we go. Alright, let's go back to our Twitch page. I always like to see if we got any Conquest streamers that we can host before we head off. Well, we got Loadclaw. We got a friend of mine. He's actually the guy that got me into streaming. He's a fantastic streamer, and I would definitely suggest that you guys go check this guy out. I've always really liked his channel and the way he does things, and he's very family friendly and really, really fun to watch. So I'd say go check him out. Let me go ahead and host him really quick. And we're going to do hashtag Red Clan Raid. So if any of you guys want to join us in the raid, I always do this. And let's do a little Red Clan Raid, all right? Let's go get them. Have a good night, Clay, guys.
Fat cow and pigs.